Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to cover the biggest headlines in the crypto space. Not only that, there's a mega Cardano price prediction. We're going to dig into all of that stuff. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And don't forget to join us in the Discord. Over 7,000 people supporting one another navigate this space safely. Go check it out. It's free to join. Link down below. Right, let's get down to the desktop. So we're going to start here on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is up 0.02%, so it's barely moved, and it stands at $1.43 trillion at the time of recording, with Bitcoin at 37,584.08, down 0.38% in the past 24 hours, and Ethereum at $2,087.22, up 0.43% in the past 24 hours. So a lot going on in the crypto markets, but we got the Thanksgiving weekend, and because of that, I kind of feel a lot of people are not really in the market this weekend. So it's going to be rather interesting going into next week. I think we're going to see some volatility and it's going to be really interesting. And I'll come on to my rationale as to why I think we're going to see some volatility in the coming week or so later on in the video. So stay tuned in. Right, let's get to the headlines. So we're going to start here. The first one, Cardano founder lost for words after Ethereum founder praised 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀. So yeah, this is really interesting. I think he expressed his disappointment, I guess, in the respect that Vitalik didn't basically credit Cardano after proposing the use of 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀s. So I kind of understand this to a point. I think that, it's very similar to our channel, for example. We get an awful lot of stuff right, and, we don't get as many views as some of the other channels, and, really interesting stuff. I kind of feel a little bit in the same way, in a different way, different sort of sector as Charles, perhaps. And what's really interesting for those of you that aren't, as immersed in blockchain as Cheeky Crypto are, like Nick, myself, JB, and the rest of the team, you probably wouldn't know, but there's a lot of people that don't really give credit to the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀 side of things. Like they're very opinionated when it comes to this side of things, and I think that it was, some conversations have really shocked us, to be honest. And very, very interesting. So I'm not a developer, but I talk with many developers, and I have a pretty good understanding of, what is good and what is best when it comes to some of these things. With how immersed we are in blockchain. So really interesting. We've got the Ethereum founder Vitalik sparked drama by acknowledging the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀 model could fix the network staking protocols. And I have talked about the Ethereum staking protocols in the past, and I've been very critical of it. I have kind of flagged that there are security issues, and this is why the likes of founders, co-founders, and devs over at the Ethereum side of things aren't really staking an awful lot of their Ethereum, and it's mainly down to the security aspect of things. Charles Hoskinson and the Cardano community criticized the Ethereum founder for not crediting their network. Hoskinson shared he was at a loss for words seeing Vitalik basically talk about the concept that Cardano has been working on for decades, and not acknowledging Cardano. And basically what this does indicate is that Ethereum have been very much, act fast, deliver fast, break things, get things wrong, and eventually you'll get to where you want to be. And where they want to be is basically where Cardano is in respect of the underlying technology. They're going to move to staking in a very similar Cardano kind of way. And I think this should be highlighting the great work that IOG and Cardano have done, right? Compared to others. And I have mentioned several times that, sometimes, it's not how fast you can get to market that necessarily means that the outcome is you're the leader in that space. You got Charles Hoskinson's comment here. No worries, ETH3 will have it sorted. And look, I don't particularly like some of these kind of like bashing kind of comments, but to a point, there is a point to it. And how many versions of Ethereum are there going to be before they do get it right? And I think it's going to be a really interesting road to where they eventually land. We've got Cardano bull run incoming, top 2024 ADA predictions to know. So we've already seen a strong performance. I think that's quite clear. ADA has been nearly 70% increase in price over this year, and experts are predicting that it's going to grow even more in 2024. We're aligned to that. Optimistic predictions for 2024. Twitter user sets a $10 ADA price prediction by the summer of 2024. This obviously is Dan saying about $11 with a potential market cap of $4 billion. So interesting stuff. But there are predictions for 2025 stating that we could go up to as high as $35. Really interesting stuff. And let me know your thoughts and opinions on that. We got Bitcoin up nearly 120% this year. And, I personally think that we're running out of time if you want to purchase Bitcoin. So, I just wanted to highlight that. There are a number of metrics that are really positive for Bitcoin, including the ETFs that could get approved very soon. Bitcoin could rally as high as $100,000 or beyond, according to experts. And again, this is coming from CEOs of, one round table partners. And look, we're seeing all sorts of price predictions, 250,000, 350,000. These were, predictions that, we've kind of been saying we kind of expect these numbers to get hit eventually. We were talking about $100,000 Bitcoin in the last cycle. I think many others were. Sometimes you can get the predictions right, but you can talk about stuff too early and predict it happening too early. And I think that's where a lot of people have kind of been situated. We've got inversed Kramer. Bitcoin doomer turns bullish as crypto hits 38,000. He's also come out and said that he was wrong about Bitcoin. Rather interesting. Does this mean we should all be selling? That's the real question here. Then we've got XRP news. The CTFC commissioner sends a warning to the market, basically saying that obviously Binance and Kraken is just the beginning when it comes to the enforcement action. So we should all be really, really careful when it comes to the crypto market. I think there are some things that are alarming to me. One being Kramer, just because of what happens whenever he turns bullish or whenever he turns bearish. Polar opposite of what this guy says is what normally comes to fruition. But not only that, the CFTC, the SEC, the actions that are being taken against crypto do alarm me a little bit. Could we be seeing, the peak of these, bear market rallies potentially? So just be mindful in the space. What I would say, if you're investing over a long time, period, you've got a decent time horizon for your investments, 5-10 years, for example, then these small movements over this short period of time, and I'm talking like 1-2 years, really doesn't matter. For me, it's all about accumulating, adding to your bags over time, getting your average cost down wherever you possibly can, and just fill in those bags. That's kind of what I'm doing. It's a process that's worked very, very well for me, buying all of the dips. I say all of the dips, not all of the dips, being strategic in the dips that you buy. I think now we're going through a phase where, we've probably got one more big crash, I should say, and then we're off to the races. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.